Ever feel like you need a law degree just to figure out the stock market? I mean, you've got one set of rules for the exchanges, another for brokers, totally different laws for different investments. It's a tangled mess, right?
Well, what if we could just sweep all that confusion away and replace it with one single powerful idea? One market, one rule book. That's the simple but revolutionary concept at the heart of a major new plan for India's financial system.
So let's get right into it. Today, we're going to unpack this proposed Securities Markets Code. We're going to see how it plans to take that messy toolkit of old, overlapping laws and forge it into one unified rulebook that actually makes sense for the modern world. Okay, first things first, let's get to the absolute core of this. What exactly is this new code, and why is everyone calling it a potential game changer? Okay, this is the official language pulled straight from the bill itself. Now, the two words you really need to focus on here are consolidate and amend. This isn't just about adding another little rule. This is a complete overhaul. It's about taking all those old laws, tearing them down, and building one single logical framework from the ground. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Before, you had this patchwork, this crazy quilt of laws that could sometimes even contradict each other. It was just pure confusion. The goal now is to move to a single, unified code where everyone is playing by the same rules. It's all about clarity and consistency. Of course, any game with a new rulebook needs a strong referee to enforce it. So let's take a look at how this code empowers the market's head official, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, or as you know it, SEBI. Now, to be clear, this has always been SEBI's job, but what the new code does is make its mission absolutely crystal clear, written down in one place. It's a simple, powerful mandate: protect investors, grow the market, and keep it orderly. No more ambiguity. And when you look at SEBI's key powers here, you see it's really a two-part mission. On one hand, yeah, it's about regulation, signing off on brokers, stopping fraud. But look at those last few points: protecting investors, educating them, making sure their complaints are heard. That shows SEBI isn't just a cop on the beat. It's also there to be a resource for you, the investor. So what happens when the ref blows the whistle on a foul? Well, the code creates a very clear path. If SEBI thinks something's wrong, it can launch a full investigation. And the person in charge gets serious authority. We're talking the power of a civil court to demand evidence and summon people. It's a structured process that goes all the way from a suspicion to a final binding order. All right, so we've got the strong referee. Now let's get into the rules of the game themselves. How is this code actually going to simplify things on a day-to-day basis? This right here, this is a massive deal. Think about the basic plumbing of the entire financial system: the stock exchanges where you trade, the clearinghouses that move the money. Under this new code, all of them operate under the exact same standardized rules. It's all about creating a level playing field. So who are the players? The code uses this catch-all term, intermediaries, and that's basically anyone who provides a service in the market. The list is long, believe me. We've just got a few examples here, but it covers everyone from your personal stockbroker to giant credit rating agencies. And a key thing is, they're all playing by the same rulebook. No more gray areas. And check this out. Here's a very practical rule that will affect every single investor. From now on, any new shares have to be issued in a digital-only format. That's what dematerialized means. Now, you can keep your old paper certificates, but if you ever want to sell them, you've got to convert them to digital first. It's a huge push toward a fully digital and hopefully more secure market. Okay, so this all brings us to what's probably the most important question of all. With all these changes, how does this new code actually protect your money? What does it mean for you? Let's play out a scenario. Say you have a problem with your broker or with a company you've invested in. Right now, who do you even call? It can be a bureaucratic nightmare just trying to figure out where to go. Well, the new code lays out a super clear path. Step 1, you go to the company directly with your grievance. But, and this is the game changer, if they don't solve your problem within 180 days, you get a new option. You can take your case to a brand new official called the Ombudsperson, whose entire job is to handle investor complaints. It's a simple, streamlined way to make sure you get heard. The code also gives the referee some serious new teeth. One of the most powerful tools has this really intense legal name, disgorgement. It sounds complicated, I know, but stick with me because what it actually means is incredibly simple and powerful. And there it is. In plain English, it's a clawback. If you break the rules and make a profit, the regulator can force you to give back every single rupee. It's not just a fine or a slap on the wrist.
It's about making sure that crime literally does not pay. And the code gets really specific with its penalties. For instance, remember that complaint process we just talked about? Well, there's now a specific financial penalty just for failing to handle an investor's complaint properly. The message could not be louder or clearer. Companies can't afford to ignore you anymore. So let's just zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. When you put all these pieces together, the rulebook, the ref, the protections, what is the ultimate goal here? What's the end game? And it really all boils down to this. The entire point of simplifying the rules, empowering the referee, and protecting investors is to build a solid foundation of trust. The thinking is that a clearer, safer, and fairer market will give more people the confidence to invest, and that's what drives growth and makes the market work for everyone. So this leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? We're talking about a fundamental rewrite of the rules of the game. But will one unified rulebook and a more powerful referee be enough to truly, finally tip the scales in favor of the everyday investor? That is the billion-dollar question that this whole code is trying to answer.